Alrighty, you YouTube nerds. Today I'm looking at a new pedal tuner. It finally happened. I finally needed a new one. After almost, God, I don't know, 12, 15 years, something like that. My chromatic standard style tuner is finally needed to be replaced. Today I'm going to be looking at the Ibanez bigmini, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts on why I chose this one as opposed to many other options that were out there. And I'm going to be demonstrating the tuning with my ESP LTD M. So you put up on the screen here, M1000. All right, this is not a guitar I break out of the case very often, but I figure, you know what, why not, right? So let's see here. Get a good, little better angle here at that. So, okay, so this is the bigmini by Ibanez, and guys, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this is one of the most responsive, quickest, and most accurate tuners I have used in probably the last 10 years. The only thing that comes close to this with accuracy and speed is the new Boss Wazacraft tuner, the TU3 I think it is, the black one. And this still is a better value, not just in terms of price, but in terms of performance. So let's take a quick look here. I think I'm still in tune. And of course, like most other pedals, when you activate it, it does mute the signal, thankfully. Now we're gonna write down a line. I'm already in drop C, but let's just show you how quick it is. All right, hopefully you can hear my strings when I pluck the string, and you can kind of gauge the the time it takes for the tuner to respond. So let's see if hopefully you can hear it. All right, so I'm a little off, that's fine. I mean, that's pretty quick too. I mean, there's not many tuners out there that move this fast as soon as you hit this string, whatever string you're on. I mean, look how precise that is. And of course, they have I think they call it a strobe mode, if I'm not mistaken, where you press and hold the calibration button. No, not the calibration button, display button. Press and hold it, and I guess you're in, I guess that's strobe mode. But to be completely honest, I'm not a huge fan of this. I just like the standard chromatic. So let's go back here. Boom, here we go. And of course you have the option to calibrate it and whatnot. Let's take a look. Let's take a listen. How about with high gain? It's going to sound fine with high gain. Of course you got to boost it. Well, that sounds good enough to me. So basically, okay, so the biggest thing here is, guys, I paid $60. Actually, it was like 59 something. But $60 for this little thing, one of the quickest and most accurate pedal tuners I've used in the last 10, 12 years, easily. And you compare this to something like the current Boss tuner, like the TU3, there is no comparison when you're talking about the price points. I mean, what is it, like almost 3 times the price for the Wazacraft tuner, and this thing works just as well and even a little better because the lights on this one are not as bright and blinding as the one on the Wazacraft. God, what was the other one I was looking at? I think it was Polytune was the other one I was looking at. That one's $160, I think. Literally no difference between this and that. I mean, from what I can tell, in terms of, in terms of, just raw tuning ability. You know, in my opinion, it does not make sense to pay over $100 for a pedal tuner when you got something like this that works fantastic, and it takes up very little room on your pedal board, but yet it has a perfectly, I mean, this is, you know, I'll put my hand right next to it to kind of give you like a size comparison. You know, it's small, but the screen is plenty bright without being too bright. It's easy to read, large enough to read even with those that have eyesight that isn't, you know, might not be as great as a lot of other people's. I mean, the space saving is just already worth the price alone by itself. So anyway, again, although I'm an adamant on quality, cheap, affordable gear, like, you know, my vintage overdrive by Joyle that cost me $35, when it comes to tuners, you definitely want to be paying a little more than what you find on Amazon, ideally. This one in particular, I think I got it from Guitar Center online. Again, $60, you can't beat it. I've already tuned both my guitars with it, and you know, there's no difference because they have different pickups. I mean, both my guitars have EMG pickups, but they're not the same EMG pickups. There was no difference in how the tuner responded, which is always good. I did also tune my buddy's Ibanez that has the passive DiMarzio pickups. Again, no difference. I didn't see any difference between speed of response in the tuner comparing those two guitars from EMGs to passive pickups. So anyway, guys, I'm trying not to make this a long video, but I just wanted to give you my honest thoughts and opinions on this particular one and why I bought this one as opposed to any of the others that are on the market that people talk about. I don't find these on the top 3 lists online very often. I think maybe one article I saw this listed on in the top 3. This should be on every single article that is written online that has to do with pedal tuners, period. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. Until then, keep on rocking.